Yes. I was sorting through a bunch of my documents and totes, and here in my head, I've been like, God, I gotta get back on my videos, back on my videos. I've been doing it for over a year. I really was looking for inspiration, and I stumbled across a theoretical book on happiness I was writing exactly 10 years ago, which is wild because it finally seems like my life is starting to recover from the ongoing series of tragedies that I probably single-handedly created for myself. And it really shows I always had the same concepts, but in order to find this again, I had to stumble through I don't know how many circles of hell, but here I am about to start a video series to get the information out there, and maybe someone can get some insight out of it. If it benefits even one person, I will feel great. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Knockout Productions, and thank you. Um, so I had to reformat the entire script because it was way too like blah. So I want to make this as simple as possible. So we will start from the base of the concepts, which is we wonder what is the purpose of life. Well, ultimately everything we do is chasing some sort of fulfillment or happiness. Well, now we have to ask ourselves, what makes us happy? This varies from individual to individual. I did a ton of research on this, various philosophies and concepts, and tried to create this formula that explains how to articulate these answers in our head and what mistakenly we think make us happy and what deteriorates our happiness. Humans are so multifaceted. There's not one particular thing that makes us happy on its own, but moreover of a balance over what I summed up as four main pillars, which is a pull from a philosophy called existentialism. But I digress. What I concluded was four pillars embody the satisfaction of your life. If one is lacking, there will be an imbalance, and you have to fight to balance it. Excuse me. Winter. First pillar, morals. This is what you know to be right and wrong. Pillars govern the ability to make decisions. This pillar governs the ability to make decisions and articulate other pillars. The second pillar, goals. Since modern day has taken away the struggle to survive in a lot of cultures, suicide rates have increased substantially. Why? Because we lack purpose, which are goals. What do you want to accomplish? Third pillar, accomplishment. Accomplishment is the fruit of your labors. They are the goals you set and accomplish. This pillar is paramount in defining yourself and conditioning your desire to set future goals, perpetuating purpose. Lastly, the fourth pillar is relationships. Good relationships, though. Countless psychological studies show people need people. It affects us both physically and mentally to lack in whatever form of social support we need. So if the relationships you have make you wonder if they really are the people you want to be around, listen to your subconscious. It is telling you something. The factors upholding these pillars are built by one thing, and that is understanding. The more you understand, the more you can strengthen and cultivate your pillars. The enforcers of these pillars are reality and truth, integrity, and self-focus. These pillars can only be created by you. They are yours. It is your life. They're no one else's. That's why self-focus is so important, and integrity, because it is the knowledge that you're in control of your own choices and actions, leaving little room for rationale of things that act as plaques on your life. There is a point you have to take accountability. You have to know what you want and what it's going to take to achieve it. So the main components of getting these things set up in your head as to what I need to do to be happy is strive to understand who you are and what you want out of life. Start setting goals for these things. Accept that your actions are you. Look at your actions. Is that who you want to be? No, start acting like who you want to be. Know your actions incur consequences, good and bad. And also, one big key thing is understanding expectations of who you're around, what to expect out of this action. If you expect like what you should out of stuff, it diminishes a lot of discontent. and alleviates suffering. Thank you for listening. This is such a general overview of the concepts I plan to dive into in future videos. I will further outline the pillars, things that we believe the pillars are, which are not, and things that nurture or destroy them, and striking a balance that we so desperately chase. So what I'm going to ask you to do after this video is think about, who do you want to be? What do you want out of life? What is it? Write it down. That's the only way to concrete this stuff in your head and start working towards it. I don't care. I force myself 10 minutes a day to do some art because that's who I want to be. Or make these videos because that's who I want to be. I don't know. Get to know yourself. Forget about everybody else. Focus on you. All right. Have a good night, guys.